Hello, everybody, and welcome to another MTG Arena Brawl event. Today we are going to be playing with Knight's Charge, the Mardu Brawl pre-constructed deck featuring Sir Gwyn, hero of Ashvale. But before I dive in, I do want to remind you that if you enjoy this video and want to help me out, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help me out more than you know, and I truly appreciate everyone that does so. If you would like to join our community here on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is also a great way to show your support for the channel. Hit that bell if you want to get notifications when I post future videos. And as always, if you have any questions at all, or if you just want to say hello, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below. If you'd like to catch my previous Brawl videos where I played with the Fairy Schemes deck and with the Feral Hunger deck, I think that's what it's called, the Jund deck and the Esper decks. Be sure to find those in the description down below, in the links, and also in the pinned comment down below. Without further ado, let's dive into the Mardu deck featuring Sir Gwyn, hero of Ashvale. It is 3 red, white, black for a 5/5 Vigilance Menace Human Knight that says whenever an equipped creature you control attacks, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. And then equipment you control have equipped Knight 0, so you can equip them all to your Knights for 0. So let's go through the cards, especially the newer ones. Venerable Knight, 1 mana for a 2/1 Knight. When it dies, you put a counter on a target Knight. That's a pretty good card. It actually might see play in a constructed deck too if you are going to be playing Knight Tribal, because you do need those 2 powered 1-drops. This card seems pretty good. Foul Mire Knight is another one that I'm a fan of. Again, you need those 1-drop Knights, and it's got Profane Insight attached to it. The way Adventures work is if you cast the Adventure, which is the lower left segment of the card, it does... you get that effect, then you exile the card, and then you can play the card. So for 4 mana, so for 3 mana and then 1 mana, you can get both effects. But if you cast the creature first, you don't get to use the Adventure mode. So Foul Mire Knight seems like a powerful card as well. Colossus Hammer to work with the equip ability seems cool. Order of Midnight, I like this card a lot. It's a flyer. A lot of the time in your aggressive decks, a 2 mana 2/2 flyer doesn't really block anyway. You just want to be using it to attack, so the downside's a little bit not as bad. And Alter Fate seems quite powerful as well. So I like Order of Midnight a lot. I think all of the Knights having these extra adventures attached is really good. Smitten Swordmaster, quite good when you're in your Knight Tribal deck, obviously. Being able to just drain your opponent out gives you some extra reach, and 2/1 Lifelink actually works really well with equipments, because Lifelink is a good ability to have on your massive creature. Embereth Shieldbreaker, destroying artifacts, growing your Shieldbreaker, seems pretty good to me. Corpse Knight, another Knight, does extra damage, seems good. Wintermoor Commander, there's another new card. I like this card a lot. The fact that it makes it attacking easier for your other Knights is quite good. You can put your big equipment onto your Wintermoor Commander so that it doesn't die, and then just get free attacks with your other Knights. Inspiring Veteran, another great Knight payoff. I really like the artwork on this card. There's just a little kid learning how to be a Knight, which is pretty awesome. Skynet Vanguard, classic Knight. Shining Armor, what's this do? Ooh, it's got Flash. That could be quite good. Attach it to a Knight. So it's kind of like Swashbuckling. Not Swashbuckling. The card from Ixalan Block, the 1 mana blue card that did this for Pirates, kind of. But it's just kind of a Knight's card. It's got equip. I think this card's decent, but not insane. And then Crystal Slipper. I really like the flavor on this card. It's like Cinderella's slipper. That's why it gives you haste, but overall not a super powerful card. Mask. I don't really... Oh, that's just an equipment. Yeah. D-Spark. Steel Claw Lance. Equip creatures +2/+2. Equip Knight. This card's a really nice payoff for a Knight deck. Equip 1 to give +2/+2 is quite powerful. This equipment seems like it could actually be a pretty nice payoff for being in a Knight's deck. I don't know how common Knights will be in limited, but this card definitely could be a payoff for that. And in this deck, it seems quite good as well. Though the equipment thing doesn't give you as much benefit because you were already equipping for free, hopefully. Arcane Signet's excellent in all of these decks. Belle of the Ball. Oh my god. Belle of the Brawl. That's such a good card. That's such a good card name. Hopefully it's good. Yeah, this card's quite good. Giving your other Knights +1/+0 is really cool, and it's hard to block because it does have Menace. Midnight Reaper. I didn't even know that was a Knight, but I'm hyped. Skynet Legionnaire. Obviously... Tajik is a soldier, not a knight, but still just a good card. Mace of the Valiant, I like this card a lot as well. It scales as the game goes on, and eventually you're just building your own Colossus Hammer, essentially. So, seems like a good card. Obnix's Cruelty for some removal. Knight's Charge. I love this artwork. The lion in the front. Whenever a knight you control attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Sacrifice Knight's Charge, return all Knight cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. So pretty much you're playing this for the 8-man ability, which in Brawl seems a lot more relevant than the first ability. Like, sure, it kind of makes all your Knights extra power. So it seems like it's just a solid Knight, kind of Lord in that it gives you extra damage and some extra reach. I think it's probably going to be a solid card. I'm not sure how good it would be in Standard, but in Brawl, I'm pretty happy to have this card, especially because 8 mana, win the game essentially, is just incredible. Mortify, Icon of Ancestry works really well with Knights. Firehorn Knight, Born Knight works really well with equipments because Double Strike is similar to Lifelink in that it works really well with buffing the stats. Integrity Intervention is a good card. Sire Conrad, I already got to play with this in the Savage Hunger deck. It was a pretty good card there, and pretty excited to play with it in the Knight's Shell. Bond of Discipline could be a nice little finisher. Single Combat's kind of sweet just because it's like a Knight theme. Single Combat's the thing Knights do. And then we just have some lands. One cool land is, of course, Tournament Grounds, which comes in untapped and casts all my Knights. But yeah, that's going to do it for the deck tech. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Pretty much play some Knights, play some equipments, make them big, have fun, play Knights. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you for the first match. Hello, and welcome to round 1. We have what looks to be a pretty solid keep, I think. On the draw, we're relatively likely to hit our third land, and then we can go Venerable Knight on turn 2, Blade on turn 3. If we don't hit an untapped land, and then play one of these guys with our untapped land. So I think we're going to keep this. It's kind of a sketchy-ish hand, but on the draw, I think it's fine. Playing against the Corvold deck, Savage Hunger, I'm pretty sure is the name. We have our Gwyn. It is a 6-drop, so it's on the more expensive side, and Mardu doesn't tend to get a ton of ramp, so he's more of a late-game type card. Play the Boros Guildgate so we can play the Knight on turn 2. Obviously, I'd rather have more lands in this hand, but you can't always get what you want. Maybe we should have taken our free mulligan. And rewarded. We're just going to play that, and then Venerable Knight, because we just would rather get the tap lane into place so we can start dropping these powerful 3-drops. Ooh, Tajik works really well with Fire and Born Knight. Okay, opponent, what are you up to? What's your game? Any creatures to play? What's those? Those are interesting looking mountain. I don't know what the little eyes are underneath that rock. It looks kind of like a Jawa from Star Wars. No blocks. I think here we play Tajik. Get this guy up to a 3-2. And then next turn we can play Icon of Ancestry and name Knight. Or we could even name Human. But there are more Knights than Humans probably in this deck. But now if they hold this guy back to block, it can't actually block. Because we're going to buff them both up, maybe. Maybe we do name Human in this very particular situation. And we just hit lands like a master there. Every time. Never fail. So we have all humans right now. I wonder why the soldier's not a human. Interesting. I feel like we just have to name Knight with Icon just so we can hit the most consistently. I kind of want to play Belle of the Brawl here. But if we play Fireborn Knight, then we can use Tajik with it next turn. It also works really well with Venerable Knight. Like if they trade off, this guy gets bigger. We're not going to attack. We'll let them grow their guy with their Angrath. Vigilance Menace. Oh, I forgot to put on the camera. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I forgot to do that between the rounds and the deck tech and stuff. I don't want to block any of the cards for the deck tech, but during the matches I'm not blocking anything, so. Okay, Crystal Slipper. So good. Works actually pretty well with the Fireborn Knight, not gonna lie. So we'll play this. I think we'll play Belle of the Brawl and then Crystal Slipper equip, maybe? No, we don't have mana to do that. If we get Crystal Slipper into play, though, we can play Gwyn the following turn, so I kind of want to get the Crystal Slipper into play. So maybe we play Icon and then Crystal Slipper. Let's play Icon, naming Knight. Even though naming Human is very tempting, we just want to be able to activate this and Get more value. We have some zombie knights, I think. Naming human is... I'm just going to name human. What the heck? There are a lot of humans. And then we'll play Crystal Slipper. So that we can play Sir Gwyn next turn. If we attacked with everything... No attacks. We want to be able to hold up first strike on this guy when we do attack. Maybe giving haste is a little bit better than I thought with my Sir Gwyn. Sir Gwyn. It's not Gwyn, it's just Gwyn. This card will cost 0 more the next time it's cast from the command zone. Well, that's nice to know. I'm kind of afraid of Corvold at some point. So we could block with Venerable Knight. Or we could just take 7. I'm not going to block. I'm kind of afraid of them just having a card like Plague Crafter. Because I don't really want to sacrifice my creatures here. And I feel like I can actually force them to block me, which is way better. Like Pollen Bright Druid doesn't block any of my creatures. And if I draw a land, or even if I don't draw a land, I can play Bell of the Brawl. Equip. Oh, gosh. Well, it's all coming together now. I don't really want to play Gwyn into just death, so I'm going to play my Ancestral Blade. So that I have like a token that can take a hit or whatever. Battle of the Brawl. And we will kill Angrath. The reason we're killing Angrath here instead of hitting them for 5 is we don't want to give them just a free thing to sacrifice with Corvold. We want them to have to sacrifice their treasure or something. Yep. Sir Gwyn hopefully does good work here, though. I don't think we really have this unless we draw... Ooh, oh my gosh. That's absurd. Well, not really. I'm totally dead to the Corvold. Arg, if this was one smaller, we would be able to get there. Do we have any humans that are attached to removal spells? No idea. Oh, man. I don't think we can win. We need to draw, like, instant speed removal. So I guess we don't really have any outs. If I traded with my 4-3 onto his 4-4, I would have been fine. Because this thing would have become a 4-5. Because it would have had 4 toughness, 5 toughness, so it would have lived through Fine Finality. And then I would have been fine. Rats. I was afraid of the card that makes each player like sacrifice 3 permanents or Plague Crafter, which is a card I've seen from this deck. Maybe by playing around too much, I screwed myself. Let's see what they got for us here post-combat. Yep, we lose. There's no Flash Knight to save us. Zombie Knight punished. Okay, well that's going to do it for round 1, and I hope you stay with me for round 2, where we hopefully have some better luck. Hello, and welcome to round 2. We have a chance for Vengeance, and we definitely have a keeper here. Unfortunately, a lot of our lands are tapped. Ooh, this card's going to be in the next set. I like it. We do get a free mulligan, but we have a lot of good stuff in this hand, so we don't really need to. We would have 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, but all of our lands come in tapped. Well, Crystal Slipper will help Gwyn come out at some point. So I think we play Windscarred Crag and Knight. Just get that creature out there. And then next turn we can play our 3-drop. And then we can play Arcane Signet into Windmere. Oh no, we can do Arcane Signet into Windmere this turn. If our opponent trades here, we're probably fine. Okay. There was some chance that they didn't want to trade. Because now they can't play Corvold. They don't have red mana. Okay. So we can play this, shock ourselves, play our Bell of the Brawl, and then next turn we can play Wintermoor Commander and Crystal Slipper it up. They amassed, which means they don't have any sacrifice shenanigans here. Well, they finally have their colors that they need. We're going to play Gwyn next turn. We'll play our Crystal Slipper. That's really important so that this thing can gain haste. One at each, and we'll send the indestructible one at the Angrath, and the higher damage one at their face. And then we'll fetch for a swamp. Yeah, there's 4 swamps. There's a lot of mountains. Let's just assume we have more red cards if they put the most mountains in the pre-constructed deck. I didn't do the counting. We also want to use our sacrifice thing now before they play a card that like punishes us for sacrificing things, like the 3 mana card. That's like 1 black-red. It gets to ping things. Well, we're gonna get to play Gwyn. Sir Gwyn. Sire Gwyn. Okay, it's Judith. I'm fine with them attacking. We can definitely race them. At least for the time being. Oh, that's going to really help with racing them too. Give him haste. How much damage is this? We will give... These both have menace. This is a lot of damage. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of damage. Rapacious Dragon, not gonna be so good this time. Okay, so that can do 2 damage, so it can kill my Belle of the Brawl. Because they can use the Judith ping. I think we got this. We're going to play Marauder's Axe, equip it to Wintermoor Command. Actually, we're going to equip it to Belle of the Brawl. Equip to Knight 0. And then we're going to use Integrity Intervention to protect it from his Judith sacking. We want to equip as many knights as possible. This knight is indestructible. And I draw 2 cards. Oh man, I can follow it up with the old single combat if necessary. If necessary. Surprised they didn't go for the sack to kill the Belle of the Brawl. Or maybe they're just trying to... It does have Death Touch. So if they try to kill the Belle of the Brawl, they can do 3 damage because they sack this to deal 1. This pings it once, and then they could do a 3rd, but we get +2/+2. And Crystal Slipper makes this board even scarier because it gives haste. We're actually just going to protect our guy now. Getting an extra 2 points of damage in on them seems quite good. I screwed it up. I'm so bad. Wait. What happened? I knew I was supposed to wait, but somehow I didn't get punished. I don't really know how that worked out. I wasn't paying attention because I was too busy face palming. Well, it worked out. We got the win, and I hope you stay with me for the 3rd and potentially final round. Hello, and welcome to a match that is not against Corvald. We are playing against Alayla, and we have a strong hand that we will keep. We have all of our colors. They all come in untapped. And we have our Smitten Swordsmith to play on turn 2. Smitten the Swordmaster. I like playing him first over the Order of Midnight, because if it does die, I can get it back. And then we can play our Shield Breaker. Not an overwhelmingly powerful card without the artifact killing ability. Maybe we should have saved it against this particular opponent, but we do have Order to get it back. may have to discard the hand size. Okay, we will attack. I think we're going to need to get some value out of this Order of Midnight. Probably get back Emerith Shieldbreaker, so we're just going to wait, hold up Shining Armor. Hold up Integrity, hold up Despark most likely. Like they play their commander, we Despark it. What you got for me, opponent? Nothing. Well, I'm fine playing the waiting game. You're the one taking 4 every turn. Well, that's really bad. My Smitten Swordmaster shall remain safe, and then Shieldbreaker we can get back with our Order of Midnight. Our colors are really wrecking us right now. What do we do here? I think we attack first, and then we can give +2/+2 if they block. Oh, it gets exiled? Oh no, it does not. It just looks like faded, blacked out for some reason. They have a lot of artifacts in their deck. I'm going to save the Shieldbreaker. Okay, there's their Alayla. Alayla's probably going to eat a Despark. Take that, Alayla. Justice! And then we'll play our Shieldbreaker. And Order of Midnight. We'll not play the Shieldbreaker, use the Shieldbreaker to kill this land thing. We can play Order of Midnight. Our opponent is at 12. Alayla, well, we have Integrity Intervention to kill that. Land me. That's a fine substitute. Alayla is down for the count. We don't like Alayla here. Except when I'm playing Alayla. Only then may Alayla be allowed to survive. Oh my gosh, it even gets the counter. So good! Oh man. The knights coming together to form a more perfect whole. The vampire knight, the human knight, the human knight. There are a lot of human knights. The fact that this can name human pretty reasonably is funny. Shine Chaser. Golden Egg. The egg. Scrabbling Claws, sure. Giving all my knights +1/+1 is going to be nice. Hopefully I draw a land. We're going to attack with the Knight of the Ebon Legion and this guy, because these two trade, we're fine with that. And if we have to spend 3 mana on Knight, then we can at least play our Shield Breaker. I'm going to pump it. That way he gets another counter. Then we can play our Shield Breaker. And then any of our creatures are lethal. Thanks to the icon. The next turn we can pump plus icon. I'm a little bit scared of like the 7 drop that makes things into 4/4s. Emergence Zone. You may cast spells this turn as though they had flash. We can just play Gwyn next turn and get a bunch of damage in. No! They don't have an enchantment, luckily. They can return the Crystal Slipper. This card seems quite good. Oh gosh. Huh. They returned Massacre Girl. That's interesting. Next turn, Sir Gwyn can become like a 10/10. Not 10/10, but it is going to have 5 power, 8 toughness. No, 7 toughness. That was an effective Massacre Girl, I must say. It killed both of your own creatures and none of mine. So pretty much exactly what you want out of a creature. Oh, we're going to go for it. It's just too awesome not to. Too awesome not to. Your Crystal Slipper, Sir Gwyn. Do not forget it. Please work. Huzzah! Oh, frabjous day. No! Why would they wait until then? I still draw my card. So Gwyn, you made a noble effort. This is why I think Gwyn's probably the worst of the 4 commanders. I mean, just so expensive. It doesn't get like value very easily. It's kind of hard to facilitate. We could win with a Shivan Dragon equipped with Slipper. The old Shivan Dragon Slipper. Yes, I know it well. The Slipper Gold Shivan Dragon technique. I think we are going to win with the flying Shivan Dragon that has... I mean, it has flying. But the hasty Shivan Dragon. Who knew that Shivan Dragon plus Slippers was a lethal combination? Layla. Okay, so... Aw, they didn't let me play the Shivan Dragon with Slippers. Well... that is going to do it for that match. That is going to do it for this video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Even though we did play against Savage Hunger a hell of a lot, we did get to play against Fairy Schemes there at the end, which was enjoyable. I think that, in conclusion, the Knight's Charge deck is weaker than the other decks, so if you're looking strictly to win, it's probably a little bit worse. Just because having a 3-color deck with not a ton of non-basics, I mean, there's a lot of non-basics, but having a 3-color deck that's kind of assertive, so you kind of have to have your lands early on, combined with the fact that the equipment theme is very unreliable because Sir Gwyn is so expensive, makes the deck a little bit worse than the other options, but definitely still a fun one, and as you saw, it can still win matches. If you did make it all the way till the end of this video, remember to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a ton, and I truly appreciate it. In the comment section down below, write #charge in the comments to let me know that you made it all the way till the end of the video. If you would like to buy these pre-constructed decks once they do come out, if you use my affiliate link, which will be in the description and in the pinned comment, it does help me out a ton. It's a link to TCG Player's store, and I get some of the proceeds from those purchases, so it really does help me out a lot if you use that link, and I appreciate everyone that does so. Yeah, that's going to do it for the video. Remember to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Oh, also, if you wanted to see my other videos on this with the pre-constructed decks, there'll be a link to those in the comments and in the description as well. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.